project.
I came to light up the sky.
That thing is nuts. It's too bright. You're gonna blind me.
Well, I'm just gonna say right now, you fishermen out there, you want a headlamp, a serious headlamp? You want to light the forest?
And blind your wife?
This thing is amazing, and it's cool. It's got great parts that come with it. It's magnet.
Warn me before you touch
Hey,
it.
it's magnet. I just realized I put it on my freezer, went stood up. It pivots in this thing. A lot of them have that stupid plastic thing. This is just like, you want to, if you're walking, you just pivot it down. And you want to pivot it up. You're looking for cougars and trees, whatever. Oh, okay, I see what's going on.
Oh!
Take those. That's what you do on your anniversary.
22nd anniversary.
Is there 3 wires in
No! Don't look at me. Is your thing shining in the right position?
It's lighting up the whole hemisphere.
Yay! Well done. Thank you, hun.
All right, win for Army Tech. So if you're working?
Yeah, it does get warm.
Well, that's an insane light. This is when you have a fishing problem. You go in your pocket to see what tools you have in there. And you've got a bait. It's one of our new baits, by the way. That's our coarse fish.
Ooh,
Let's go.
Oh, that tail has awesome action. Excited much?
I haven't slept proper for days.
Okay, so let's get going. Let's get
Okay, so we're heading bass fishing.
Okay, we'll talk about it in the car.
Okay, see you guys in the car. Going to smallmouth Disneyland. Hey everybody, this is Rod and Danena, and we're heading to the Okanagan for the longest trip we've been on.
So weird. I
Ever.
don't even know. I'm. You know what I'm feeling right now? Who do we think we are? Just going away for 10 days.
I know.
This is
people do this, you know. Like people do this, especially.
Not us.
So we're staying at Tuckle New Lake at Apple Beach Campground. Looks beautiful. Hope you'll join us.
And I'm hoping that I'm not the bad luck charm.
No, I was joking.
You said it. It's not funny.
All right, let's go. Let's go fishing. Let's go camping. Let's go. Let's go. Well, there's a surprise. It's May. Yes, it is. We saw a moose. That was cool. All right, so we stopped at the Twin Lakes store here. A friend of mine stocks this store with bass tackle. It's the best place to get bass tackle in the Okanagan. Prices are really good. They got really good tackle, like proper stuff. So I don't make tubes yet, so I needed some tubes because tubes work really good for the smallmouth. 2.75 inch and 3.75 inch. And then I got tube jigs to slide inside. Those tube jigs, and then I just got some drop shot weights, which I'll be fishing my minnows under. The gas is AFD, but the store is called Twin Lake Store. So next stop is Tuckle New Lake. Just in time for me to get camp set up, maybe sneak out for a bit. Apple Beach Resort on Tuckle New Lake. Look how calm it is. So calm out in that little lake. So this thing's got smallmouth. I heard there's rumors of largemouth in there. I don't know. I will fish it because it's so close. So I'm gonna head up to V Lake, which is up the ways. And I'm gonna try shore fishing tonight because there's just not enough time to launch the boat and that. So I'm just gonna go shore fish. When you shore fish, you kind of notice little things. You take your time, you're methodical. Sometimes when you're in your boat, you just pitch and pitch and pitch and you're going fast and you miss stuff. Guys have said, like when you shore fish for bass, it's actually good because you go slow. And sometimes you learn things, like you find a secret that you wouldn't try because you're looking and you're like, I can't walk through those blackberries, so I got to fish right here. So I better try some different stuff. And then all of a sudden you try some different stuff and all of a sudden, boom, there he is.
Look, woodpecker.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
He's right there.
He could be a problem. Hopefully it doesn't work at night. Oh, that's cute. His other sound he makes.
It's definitely windy. It's really windy. What is going on?
It's not going to be as bad over there. And once I'm going to have to go like kind of crossways just so I can get over to that shoreline. And then we're going to sneak up on that point and stay behind in that back alley because the wind's coming this way down the valley, so that'll be better. But getting out of here, yeah, is going to be a pain in the butt, so yeah. Whatever, you got to do what you got to do. There's no motors allowed, or I'd use the electric on here and we'd be zinging over there, but is what it is.
Let's do it.
Rowing, rowing, rowing. Toot, toot, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Now I know why Popeye had giant forearms. I always wondered. It wasn't just eating spinach, it was rowing.
What are you fishing?
Crawdad.
Yeah, it's pretty. So we're on anchor now.
On anchor, casting out and fishing uphill. You understand?
Nope.
So it's deeper out there, shallower here, so I'm fishing up the hill. Apparently that's the thing to do in spring for these smallmouth.
Yeah, it's really windy.
I'm using my kicking, no, what's it called?
Crafty craw.
Crafty Craw. So I don't like this green, it's too much green. I'm gonna try a little more of a browner. Or maybe I'll just go straight over to the green pumpkin. Because any color works as long as it's green pumpkin. That's my green pumpkin. This one's my, I just kind of made that one up. It's just, I don't even think I'm selling that one yet. I might have to. It's kind of a green pumpkin orange-ish looking one. This one's got half green pumpkin, half orange. I thought I was all done pouring. And then I was laying in bed and I remembered Jesse's telling me that, oh yeah, red and black can be good. And I was like, oh geez. So I got up in the morning, I went and made red and black. So I have to try it at some point. See, that's kind of the blessing and the curse when you make tackle. The curse is that you can just make different colors anytime on a whim, so you're constantly thinking you're gonna find a better tool when it's not often the case. Often you just need some green pumpkin and you're good to go. So that's just Texas rigging for those of you who don't know. So this is called an offset worm hook. This is a 3/0, goes good with this bait. You want it to come right to near the end. So you put it through at the head. I should have showed that all, but so you measure where the end of the hook is into the body, and then that's where you push it through. Push it through. And then it sits like that, and then you just snug it up, and then take it. This is called Texposing. You just push it, and now it's underneath, just barely underneath inside the plastic. And that circular bend, when the fish bites, there's room for that plastic to sink into, so that the hook's exposed. If you just had if you had a different type of hook, you'd never hook them. And this is Texas rigging. This is kind of about the best weedless rig you can get. And then some guys, you have a bobber stops here and a bullet weight. Now you can use different weights. Here I'm using it's about a quarter, maybe, no, it's about a 3/16 right there. And then bobber stops, some guys will keep them so this slides a bit because they find it gives this thing more play. But the weedier it is, the more I peg it. So I'm pegging mine like that so that weight doesn't move because it's quite weedy here. All right, so you pitch it out, and then it's tough in the wind, but you want to see that line go slack, and that tells you when you're on bottom. But it's tough in that wind. I think that's it. Yeah, bottom. Ah, swim bait finally.
Oh.
Smallie.
Oh, that's a little.
Very small, eh? What did Jesse call these? Tuna. It's a tuna. All right, well, it's on the board of this lake. Look at tuna. So that's a perch, my perch swim bait on a 1/4 ounce lead. Oh. First cast with it, so yeah, not bad, little guy.
Cute.
Off you go, little fella. All right, nothing big, but.
Hold on, Max. I'm on the phone, got my anchor down. Holy doodle. Pandemonium. Okay, 1 sec, Max, I'm putting you down for a second.
Remember, this boat with this much weight, 2 of us cannot lean over the edge. I'll bring the fish in to look at. I don't want to go swimming. It's kind of tuna-y. Look what it ate though, one of my giant spinners.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
Little guy.
Yeah. Hungry little thing.
Smallie. Spinabait, 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 spinabait. Other tuna. It's a tuna show today.
Tuna king.
I'd like to say they're getting bigger, but
Are they getting smaller?
they're not getting smaller. They're getting samer. Can I interest you in letting go of my spinner? There we go. Cute little smallie. There he goes. Blue and black spinner, man. I didn't think this thing was going to play up here. I knew it would somewhat, especially on largemouth, but like these smallies are all about it. Shallow, floating across the rock piles. It's the move. I just need a big one.
I always miss that first jump.
Better, not huge, but I'll take it.
Oh yeah, that's bigger.
It's bigger.
That's getting there.
Getting there. On the spinnerbait again.
That same one. Nice. Okay. Good. We're going in the right direction.
We're just kind of floating because we tried anchoring and wasn't getting any success. And so I'm just cruising now and I'm just casting a spinner, fan casting around looking for fish, and it seems like I hook one, and every time I hook one, rocks. I look in the water and there's rocks, so this is the key. So they're feeding on the rocks, so yeah, we're just gonna keep doing that. Hope for a big one. We're getting better. Might jump again. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, you got that one?
Whoa. Got what?
The jump when it came
That
off.
hook flying at my face?
Yeah, did you catch it? Well, the camera protects you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
That's good.
That was a good
My
one.
husband doesn't. It's pretty gnarly.
We just got a good bite going, kind of figured the fish out, and now this huge wind's blowing up and we're in a rowboat, so we're bailing. That's fishing. That's how it goes. Took me, what, half a day to find these fish? We kind of found the fish at the end there. We started getting them pretty steady, and then all of a sudden, the wind just flared up and blew me right out of the zone. Windy day in a rowboat. A lot of techniques are just tough to do in the wind. I think I'm videoing this time. Nice smallie. On the spinner again. Everything on the spinner. It's a spinner show. Okay, I better get in. There's a big one in there too. All right, it's day 2. We're going to Skaha Lake. It's supposed to get really windy this afternoon, so we were gonna get up early, and here we are. It's pretty early and cold.
My focus is to not get a sunburn again on my forehead.
So this is dock central, lots of docks, so we're hoping to catch some largemouth. We'll be very quiet. People are sleeping.
Just seems like you're in someone's backyard.
It's public water with a private dock on it.
Right. So mics are down. Microphone's dead.
Microphone's dead, that's it. So we're searching, we're out in the biggest Skaha Lake now. Searching for fish. Talked to some guys from the lower mainland and they said moving baits, which is our Marties and spinners. So I just gotta locate some bass. I'm not finding any rock yet. One thing I learned yesterday, you need those rocks. Wish they had a rock map. Alright, so I got this one drop shotting, and assist to the wife on this one because she held onto a dock while I fished on a bed for this spawning smallmouth.
I'm still holding the dock.
Still holding the dock, and I got it on a morning dawn worm drop shotting. I make these worms And I honestly never caught a fish on one before. Because I'm a steelhead fisherman, and a pink worm is not a bass thing.
Remember, you're not Mike, so. Oh, that's a big fish.
Yeah. That's the male, I think. I don't think that's the female. That's the male. There's a bigger one there.
Nice.
All right. Off you go. Go back to what you're doing. So that worm is a morning dawn. It's called laminate, half and half. It's hard to see it, but
Yeah.
just on a drop shot, little tungsten weight, small hook. I just pitched it right to where I saw them. Just let it sit there, and that's what this technique, drop shotting. It just sits there. You don't do anything, and you just jiggle it so the worm just goes. There, we got her. Senko. Where's that Senko? There it is, blue and green. Homemade one I made. Nice. First one on my homemade Senko. There you go. 2.5 pounder. There we go. Morning dawn again. Another one. Nice smallie. Nice. Alright, let her go. Oh, she goes. Oh yeah. They finally got the female on the morning dawn. Here we go. Not a bad one. Pretty nice. I don't know, 3.5, something like that. Nice morning dawner. Ooh, windy. So we went out to Skaha Lake with some new friends I met on online. They took me out for a fishing on Skaha Lake. Pretty slow fishing. We got a couple. We got multi-species, giant pike minnow, big rainbow trout, 2 decent smallmouth, and lost a bunch of smallmouth. Like lost probably 4 or 5 smallmouth, but in general it was pretty tough fishing today. Water's super cold. That's what the guy was saying. It was fun. I had a good day. Who we got in there? Hello, who do we got? Little schmally. A swim bait. What do we got? What swim bait? Perch. Perch swim bait. Let's have a look. Yeah. On a perch swim bait. Gonna get a couple bites here. Fast retrieve. Alright. Perch swim bait on the fast retrieve. Ooh, okay, let's see if we can get a big one. All right, spinner bait. Spinner bait. Oh, smallie. Darky. Spawning. Tiger spally. Tiger. Off you go, tiger. Round 2.
What day are we on?
It's our 5th day. Wow, already. Holy.
So we've been to church. Now we're going to go out and battle the wind.
Yeah, again, day 2 on this lake in the wind. We haven't really had a non-windy day, have we? No.
No, it seems that, you know that saying, wherever you go, you take yourself with you?
Yeah.
Well, it also seems that wherever you go, you take your wind with you.
Tuna alert. I don't even think I'll get the net out for this one. That is a tuna.
It's a baby.
Surprised I can even lip them.
I'm amazed by how ambitious these.
Oh, they're bass. They're very ambitious creatures. Look at that little tuna. 3D tuna show.
Okay.
That is small. There's a bite. Do I have one on? Wow, there must be those little tunas hammering it. That was
Like 3 bites in a row?
Just every time I start reeling again, bam. Not a tuna, but like, what do we call these ones? A pike minnow
Tina.
size? Open your mouth. All right. Is that a largemouth? That's a largemouth bass. It's not a smallmouth. It's a little largemouth. Well, I was kind of hoping for a largemouth about 8.5 pounds larger than that. Pipe minnow.
Better one, so it fought hard?
Just felt good. Pike minnow. Swim bait right away, first cast. Tuna fish.
Why are you getting all the little ones?
I don't know. Wind, 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 wind. I love the wind. Give me some more wind.
Oh. You had your pants pulled down.
Some super glue, and you go
On the hook?
right at the head, and then you slide it up, just like that. Sit it down somewhere. Don't get it on your glasses. My Ontario buddy, he thinks that's the every time you put something on like that, you should be doing that. He doesn't believe in the little keeper with a little barb. You slide it on, it doesn't pull off. Problem with those is when it does get ripped off by fish, that bait's finished. With this one, you get multiple fish on a bait. So that was a pretty good bite. So we're gonna get back in there in a sec. Let's check this thing. Super glued. Just like that. Okay. So you just lost one?
Whoops.
Do you notice anything?
Yep, no pant pull down.
Yeah.
Your pants are still on. That's good.
So we're on to
Except
something
you
here
don't
with
have
the
the
swim
fish
bait.
on there, so that's not so
Well, it was a little one, so he just didn't get the hook.
I think there's 2 batches of babies.
Can you zoom in on him?
Aww.
You see him?
It's a whole gaggle.
Need me closer.
So cute.
Yes. Yes. Net, please. Yes. All right. Good rowing, hun.
Strong assist. Smallmouth or largemouth?
Okay, largemouth. It's not huge, but caught
Certainly
bigger.
bigger than the
Ones I've been
catching
catching today.
Listen, you
Creature.
can't have the brain right now.
That's on my creature. My
Yeah.
what do we call him again? Crafty craw? Crafty craw. I'm gonna say 3.5, maybe 3.
What do you got?
264. Nice looking fish though.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice belly on there.
Okay, get it back in.
After those tiddlers, it felt huge.
I like this fishing spot. It's really pretty. It's so
The right amount of people in here too for filming.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, can you go back up? I'm gonna come back down again.
I can try.
We're flipping creature bait in here. One of my crafty craws on a pretty big lead bullet weight. With some stops, just hopping it in the logs. Texas style. Sort of like jig fishing. Just show you. It's kind of like a jig. It's got an offset hook. The hook's buried into the skin of the thing, and then bobber stops and a bullet weight. And dangly legs. And we're just flipping it in there and just kind of jiggling it. And the thought is it lands, and they just kind of snatch it right away, usually right after it lands. There's not a ton of this type of water on this trip so far. This is kind of what we fish in the lower mainland a lot. This kind of snaggy logs and get us out of here.
I can't.
I'm blowing the spot up. Not a big one, but I mean, these are bigger than the dinks we've been getting. There we go.
Nice fish.
Fat largies.
What's that? That red
that?
spot, yeah.
That's from digging a red, I think. Or no, isn't it his pee hole?
I don't know. The last one had that big red hole.
I think it's his pee hole on.
Okay, well, whatever.
I got a
It's
piece
the
on.
vent. Yeah, it's where everything happens. But I'm just wondering if that indicates whether it's a male or a female.
Yeah, I don't think you can tell. Okay, again, let's go back just a bit. Oh my goodness.
You know, you're losing your niceness about this.
I don't
I'm
want to...
literally here f***ing rowing you around like you're
I know, but we went right into the logs where they're all hiding.
because I'm filming.
I know.
And rowing you.
I know.
Very nice.
Same size. One of these guys. Another nice little male. Right, little guy. Feel. Funsy. Well, that was just blind casting. Any color's working as long as it's green pumpkin.
Was that out into the center of the lake more or towards the shore?
Not towards the shore. It was more like in front of us. I saw a log
Okay.
in the water. I just pitched at it. But I'm learning now.
We found the home of the babies.
Look at her. She's necking, long neck, and she's like, what is up? So today we come back to a spot we were here a few days ago. Gonna give it another go today. There's some big fish swimming around. You can see them. I'm gonna try some stick baits, some creature baits, some drop shotting, kind of a bit of everything.
Hello? Hello? Can I help you? It's like you're utterly useless. Goodbye. Okay, you must take me closer to the turtles. They're all sunning themselves on a log.
There we go, Senko. There you go. Little largemouth on the Senko.
Very nice.
I skipped it way up under that dock. I skipped it. I think that's going to be the key here. All right. High five. Assist to
The turtles.
the turtle whisperer over here. I'm here looking for fish. She's like, go back to those turtles. I'm really not very good at skipping up under docks. It's definitely a skill that I'm working on. And I don't have any docks where I fish, so if you have anywhere to practice, practice, because you want to skip that bait like, because like these docks, there's 3 holes on that dock. I've hooked a fish. Well, I had a little bite in that one. I got one there, and I just had one grab here, and he ate my Senko right off. So I think he'll bite again. So we're hooking it up wacky rig. So you want to figure out where the middle is. So what you want to do is you want to skip it. Just like
That was good.
And you wait for your line to tighten up. That's smallie. Smallie. Almost a tuna. Almost like a tuna. Quarter pounder with cheese, I think so. A quarter pounder with cheese. You're eating all my stick baits. Better be my right hand. The old lippin' ordeal. Come on. Hook right out.
Nice.
Margie. Off you go, mister. When I do get it under the dock, I seem to almost get one every time, so just goes to show you. Practice, man.
Come on. Oh, there we go. More turtles.
Oop.
Oh, see, that's his poor skipping. Hanging the dock. Oh, up on the dock.
You're not supposed to be videoing this act of desperation here.
Practice makes perfect.
Look at that. Oh, baby, scrambled eggs were so good. So today we're going to, I shouldn't call it private, but it's, yeah, I guess it is kind of like a private lake. Fishing for largemouth. Apparently they don't get very big, but there's tons of them. I don't know what not very big means. I'm guessing 2-3 pounds is like a big one in there. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. A couple more days left and it's awesome up here. You enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm having a good time, but
Good. That's a lot of fishing for someone who's not fishing.
we've definitely had some moments where I've had to leave you mad. Like, why am I even here?
I get pretty obsessed with fishing.
And that's good. That's the weird little friction, is that I actually love how much you love fishing and how obsessed you are with it. But then I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to go do something else myself.
These are in my pocket. This one's called watermelon with black and purple flake and a feather, because I'm full of feathers. Apparently, pumped them out of my skin. That one's just a black flake green pumpkin.
These things are so big and like chunky compared to your steelhead worms.
I know, but
They're literally like a stick.
they're stick bait. So when the story goes that when Gary Yamamoto invented these, they called him the Senko, but he came up with this bait, and the key to this thing, I don't know how he came up with it, was the heaviness and all the salt. That when it hits the water, it's heavy, so it sinks fast, but it does this as it goes down. Or if you have it hooked up in a Texas rig, it'll do this. Something about those actions the bass can't just go crazy over. But I've had small bass come up on these, and they just put this in their mouth, and you bring them in, and they don't, the hook's over here, that you don't even have the hook, they just won't let go. They're just holding the bait. They're like, I'm not letting go. And you bring them in, and then as soon as you lift them out of the water, they go, oh, ploosh. So in this bait, he showed it to Roland Martin, who at the time was the best fisherman and bass fisherman on the planet. And he showed it to Roland Martin, and Roland Martin said, that thing is useless. It won't catch a fish. Get rid of it. It's useless. It's the #1 selling bass bait in the world. Apparently they have a machine that runs 24 hours a day that just pumps out Senkos. It's like no human involved, just like...
What company is that?
Yamamoto. It just, the machine just runs, and then guy will just switch the colors, and then the next color, and add plastic.
Where'd you hear that?
I think Roland Martin was talking about it, because he was telling how he told him that thing would never sell, and that it's garbage and it won't catch fish.
Good for him that he had, that he...
He laughs about it now. He goes, yeah, now they have a machine that runs 24 hours a day that just does nothing but pump out.
I love when people can admit to being wrong about something and see the humor in it.
Yeah. So anyhow, I make these now too, and it took me a while. I got the salt right. I'm not even sure which one of these is mine. One of them is. But yes, it's like when I first made them, I didn't use this.
Let me see. I can tell you which one is yours. This one is yours.
Yeah.
Because, you know how I know?
How?
This one has an ugly ridge.
How's that?
Yours is nicer looking.
That's called flashing. That's when the mold's not tight enough. You get flashing.
And I'm sure it doesn't matter to the fish.
These things are so salty. Look at
Wow. It's really coarse salt.
So I was able to make mine sink the same and have the same action without quite as much salt. I don't know why. Maybe it's the type of plastic. I'm using about 40% salt. They must be using 50% salt. I was reading on a thing that they figure one of the reasons they do it is plastisol is expensive and salt is super cheap.
Oh yeah.
So
maybe.
when you use 50% salt, your baits are half as cheap to make. And they rip easy. So yeah, there you have it. It's the story of the Senko. Okay, we're headed out in this cute little lake here. There's rumors of largemouth bass in here. So let's hope so. I hear there's lots of smaller ones, which is cool. I'm in for a day of catching. And we're the only people on the lake, guaranteed.
Oh, wow. Is that ever beautiful?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, that's windy.
Ah, man, I'm just getting plagued with wind on this trip. Oh, that feels good. Ah, I'm warming up. Oh, this is nicer. Sheltered.
What a beautiful place.
Ooh, wind, come on. Hello, wind. Hi. I'm over here now. Find me. The wind gets lonely and comes looking for me. Whoa, a bit of a tuna and pretty skinny.
It's a pretty skinny fish.
No wonder he ate my spinnerbait. He's like, I'm starving, dude. Ow. He kind of got me with his little spinies. Here, little largemouth.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat? What? Whose team are you on over here?
Team fish. All the way.
Really? Really? Okay, I'm gonna drop you off on the beach then, and Team Fish can swim you back like Aquaman.
Rod didn't even know that was a fish.
Oh, he really wanted it. Okay, I'm looking for pliers there, hon. There it is. All right, small guy, you were right.
Nice fish. Darn it, I missed the jump, of course. Uh-huh. I told you there was a big one in here waiting for you. Okay.
I'm on to something
starting to
now.
doubt myself too.
I'm on to something now with my swim bait. I just let it sink.
They like it at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh boy, barely hooked. Look. There we go.
Nice fish, hun. Very nice. Ew, Rod.
We gotta see what they've been eating. He's been eating baby bass. You can smell it. That's why that baby bass swim bait's working. Smart. Smart fish. Baby bass tastes good. Okay.
Very nice.
Baby bass. I'm joking, of course. I don't know if he's eating baby bass. He's eating fish, though, because that's what they do. All right. Well, we caught a few nice fish. Well, we caught one nice one and a couple small ones. And generally, it was pretty tough fishing. It was extremely windy and very cold. Not typical weather for up here, I don't believe. But yeah, we're bailing. We're bailing. We're going back to the campground. This was kind of going to be a real treat day because I thought I was going to get to pitch around in here. And being a small lake up in the mountains, I thought it was going to be dead calm in here. Well, whoa, I was wrong. That wind was just howling down here like we were a sailboat every time I stood up.
It's been probably the coldest
day, I think, on the water
yeah.
so far.
Yeah, windiest and coldest day so far,
Well,
for sure.
coldest, I guess, because we're up in the mountains.
There it is. It's not weighing now. 5.9, 5.86, whatever. It was 5.9 a minute ago. Scale is there, 5.84. All right. Put this down for a sec. Well, that's the big largie of the trip, man. Oh yeah. Look at that thing. Look at that mouth. Look at that mouth. Ooh, baby. There she goes. Yes. That was I saw it move in the weeds way back there. Yes. Love it. Baby.
Come on, let's get on with it.
Settle down. Boy, oh boy, they're spooky today. Oh.
So this is the oxbows?
No.
What?
No. This is not the oxbows. These are lagoons. This just joins that lake, that bigger lagoon, to the smaller lagoon.
Are we in the oxbows now?
No. We can't get into the oxbows. It's inaccessible. This is the lagoons. And I went looking to go in the oxbow state, and I couldn't find how to get in. There was no opening. Dang it. That fish gonna haunt me. Okay, so the last spot I had an unfortunate blowout of the brain. I've been dealing with wind the whole trip, and like finally got to me. Enough is enough. I was trying to catch a nice one, and I did hook a nice one. I lost it, and then the wind just started to pick up, so we bailed on that. Last day of the trip, and I just figured out these smallies. I want Senkos, and I just caught 5 in a row. Nice little smallie. Let's let him go. There he goes. All right, well, there's 10 days in the Okanagan fishing. Caught a lot of fish, caught smallmouth, caught largemouth. My biggest fish was a 6-pound largemouth, and I caught my biggest ever smallie, which was 5.4 pounds. Caught fish in every lake I tried, and it was hard sometimes, and other times I'd get on a roll, and it was a lot of wind, which was okay, but I mean... The W.
The dreaded W.
I stuck with my bait. I did stop at Home Hardware in Osoyoos and picked up 2 chatterbaits, and... Let me see, how many fish did I hook on my chatterbaits? I hooked 2 on chatterbaits. I got one this morning on a chatterbait.
Oh, cool. 10 days in one spot is a long time for me.
Yeah, it is, even for me. Yesterday afternoon we were filming, and it was really hard fishing. I don't know why. It was really good in the morning. Probably a lot of it was my frustration with the wind. I wasn't fishing very good.
It was a misery.
I was a bit of a miserable guy. But I finally pitched it way up into the weeds and just boosh. Probably the biggest one for sure, the trip.
Of course it was the biggest one, because he didn't land it.
Well, no, this thing blew up the weeds. And you saw what did I get back? Like just a giant mess of weeds on my hook.
Stickfish.
Yeah, well, it was a fish. I mean, it exploded in there, but
yeah, it was.
That'll keep that fish alone will keep me coming back to the Okanagan. It was really cool. So that particular piece of water, I was all pitching right on a fairly deep reed line. It was so much fun. That was probably the most fun for me, pitching my crafty craw. It was so fun. I'm gonna go get and do that tomorrow locally. Until next time, tight lines and bent rods.